Hi, in this video I would like to show you a forex strategy based on Bollinger Bands, ADX average directional movement index and RSI. So first keep a clean chart and let me increase the size of this candlesticks. Okay, so this is a clean chart and put a Bollinger Bands on this one, and the Bollinger Bands period is 20 and deviation is 2. So these are the default settings, so you can use the default settings for this one and put the Bollinger Bands on it, and then put average directional movement index ADX. So the ADX, let's say the plus DI, let's give the okay parameters. ADX period, you can leave it as 14, and I just changed the color to medium blue, and colors, just put the plus DI as green color, and lime green, medium sea green. Okay, yeah, put it as a green color, and minus DI as a red color, and levels you don't need to use any levels here. Okay, and click OK. So this is the ADX indicator. Now go ahead and put the RSI indicator on the chart, which is RSI relative strength index. Okay, the period you have to use is 7 here. So put an RSI indicator here. I'm just changing the width of the line for RSI. So use a period of 7 for RSI. Okay, so now you have all the indicators, the Bollinger Bands, ADX and RSI on your chart, and for the RSI use levels 30 and 70. Okay, so now what you have to do is, this strategy can be used for any major currency pair, like Great British Pound and Euro, US dollars, Swiss franc, and US dollar and Japanese yen. So any for any major currency pair, this strategy can be used, and moreover this strategy can be used on 30 minutes chart. This is a scalping strategy actually, so you can target like 10 to 15 pips, 20 pips, like that, using this strategy. So use a 30 minutes chart and put all these indicators on the 30 minutes chart. Okay, now let's see how this strategy works. The first thing you have to know is, in the ADX indicator, whatever this blue line, which is and the parameters, like you see this, you set this one, the period and the style. So this is the blue line, so this is the actual ADX line, and this green line is the plus DI line, and the red line is the minus DI line. So for the buy signal, the first you have to observe the RSI indicator. On the RSI indicator, for a buy signal, uh, the indicator should cross the 30 level from below. That means, okay, see this one, so the indicator should cross the 30 level from below, and the actual ADX line, which is the blue line, should be less than 32. So if you see this one, see at this point where the RSI indicator is crossing the 30 level from below, the actual ADX line value is 21, so which is below 32, and on the actual chart the candlestick should close below the Bollinger band. So these three entry criteria must be met for a long entry. So once these are met, you can enter trading for a long entry. And if you enter it like somewhere here, uh, there are actually two exit strategies. One is, you can wait for the price to reach the middle band and close it here, or you can wait for the price to reach the upper band, and the short the stop loss should be below the below this low of the candlestick, below 1 or 2 pips below the low of the candlestick. So this is the long entry using this strategy. So the first rule is the RSI should cross the 30 level from below, the actual ADX indicator should be less than 32, and the candlestick should close down below, should close down below the Bollinger Band. That means it should cross the Bollinger Band, and it should close down. So that is the long entry, and the exit criteria is wait for the price to reach the middle band, or or the upper band, and close the trade. So this is the rule for a long entry. And for a short entry, so the rule for a short entry is, um, uh, the rule for a short entry is, okay, first thing is you have to observe the RSI. On the RSI, the indicator, the RSI indicator should cross the 70 level from above. So if you see this one, it is crossing the 70 level from above, and the actual ADX line should be below 32. If you see at this point, it is below 32, and the candlestick should close above the upper Bollinger Band. So these are the three conditions that has to be met. So if you see this one, the Bollinger Band, the price has closed above the upper Bollinger Band. So that is your entry point. Okay, so once you enter here, you can wait for the price to reach the middle Bollinger Band or the lower Bollinger Band, and then you can close the trade. So these are the two exit points for a short trade. Sorry, this is not a long entry, this is a short entry actually. So you can close the trade whenever the price reaches the middle Bollinger Band, or mm, whenever the price reaches the lower Bollinger Band, you can close the trade. And for the stop loss, again you have to keep the stop loss above the high of the candlestick, at least like 1 or 2 pips. So this is the rule for a short entry. So the rule is, you have to wait for the RSI to cross the 70 level from above, and at the same time the actual ADX line should be below 32, and the candlestick should close above the Bollinger Band. So this is the rule for a short entry, and the exit points are, you can wait for the trade to reach the middle Bollinger Band or the lower Bollinger Band, and you can close the trade. So this is how this strategy works. This is a scalping strategy, because you are targeting for 10 pips or 15 pips or 30 pips like that. And let's see some of the other things using this strategy. So at this point, if you see, the trade has closed above the Bollinger Band. So this may one rule for the short entry is satisfied. But if you see, at the same point, RSI is also crossing the 70 level from above. But if you see the actual ADX line, it is above the 32 level. So this condition is not satisfying. So this is not a valid signal for short entry. And if you see at this point, again, at this point, the price has closed above the Bollinger Band. And if you see this one, the ADX line, the actual ADX line is also below 32 level. So the second condition also satisfying. But if you see the RSI is not crossing the 70 level from above. This is still below 70 level. So this is not a valid signal. You can see that the price is going upwards instead of coming downwards. So this is not a valid signal actually. So this is a very good strategy that you can use for Forex trading. This is moreover a scalping strategy based on Bollinger Bands, ADX and RSI indicator. Check this strategy and practice it, for some time before you want to actually use it, in your Forex trading. Thank you.